Hi, this is Trent Esker, and this is my final video editing statement for project number 7, which was the short story and resources to complement the video essay. So when I was formatting my story for the final project, I was kind of thinking about what can I say in the story that wasn't said in the video. So I was thinking, there was a lot of construction going on Neil, so I wasn't really able to get some of the restaurants on the main drag. So I tried to describe some of the people that I saw there. Um, I also took the time to go look up some of the new construction projects that are going on in downtown Champaign. There's a luxury apartment building opening with offices and retail space. So wanted to describe that. Also, I kind of wanted to talk about the fact that uh, downtown Champaign really does have such a eclectic crowd. I don't know if I was fully able to get that across in my video essay. I mean, there were, older women there, young families, college students, hipsters. I mean, even the stores kind of reflect that. You have the pricier restaurants like Distill. You have the Children's Museum that's down there. Um, you have, kind of the divier bars like Jupiter's and the Brass Rail. So there's a lot that appeals to everyone. And so when it came to formatting my story, I kind of wanted to talk about the people that I saw specifically. And hopefully my story truly complements my video, because the video will give you the visual and, some testimonials of people who were down there at the time that I was. One was an ex-bartender, one was someone who lived in the one main building, and then another was just a grad student who likes to hang out down there. So the video showed their stories and, a couple of scenic locations, but then the story that I wrote kind of went into more of the crowd that's there, what kind of energy it is, how the neighborhood really stands out in Central Illinois. It really is kind of a hip urban environment that you wouldn't really expect. So hopefully the two were able to go together well. And whenever it came to adding the external links, I made sure to put in a couple to the News Gazette about the projects as well as the construction projects. And the downtown Champaign Explorer website has a list of all the restaurants and bars down there, so I thought that was helpful. Um, Overall, just kind of to sum up the class, I've had a really good time. I've liked the freedom. I felt really like I've been able to go out on my own and kind of discover what I can and can't do. I mean, there's been successes and there's been a couple failures, but I mean, it was a learning experience. So I walked away from it knowing kind of what I'm good at, what I'm not so good at, and also just in the future as a journalist, what kind of stories that I'll be taking on, kind of what people are receptive to be interviewed, what kind of stories are going to be easy to find sources for and what aren't. I mean, even this downtown Champaign story, I tried to pop into a couple of the little bakeries and mom and pop places, and they were surprisingly resistant to being interviewed, which I don't know if they just weren't really sure what was going on. But I mean, there was some kind of pushback. And if you had told me, before this class started that I would be in a situation which I would be rejected by some man working at a downtown Champaign department store for an interview, I would have probably dropped the class. I would have been so freaked out. But in that moment, from what I've learned from the class, I was able to not take it personally and move forward. So I'm walking away from the class with a lot of valuable lessons, and I just like the environment that it created overall. And it brought out a lot of my artistic sensibilities that I didn't know I had. So